Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Grab near the marker is Clemens. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wells. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Beavers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Oregon State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Walker. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off play action. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the move. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Snagged in the middle, it's Sanford. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On first down, here comes this offense. He'll set up to throw. Pocket breaking down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these third downs manageable, and they've got it.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Catch in the middle, it's Wells. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on first and 10 from the 29. To throw, it's Murphy. With the catch, it's Wells. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Clemens. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Finds his man. It's Wells. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Motion from the back. To the air, it's Murphy. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Oregon State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. He'll work his way down to the 28. Houston wants to play fast. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It's first down from the 11. Snap it to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The give to the left side. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. We are just about ready to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down here for the offense. They just keep firing. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Broussard. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Sanford.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Sanford. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to run, it's Sanford. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's a reverse. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Makes the grab. It's Walker. Still on his feet at the 45. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. Rides the back on the option, the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. It's in the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Murphy. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Caught close to the marker. It's Thomas. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm just trying to find ways to manufacture extra yards, right? I just get a couple extra in the red zone, and then I get that touchdown that I'm searching for. So I like it. It wasn't ultra productive, but it's a good way to get positive yards.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Durant. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The sure hands, it's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead, and this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Finds his man. It's Walker. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. And the Beavers moving quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, and try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Offense gets set for second down.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Walker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Card. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Tight end now in motion. To the air. It's Murphy. Catch in the middle. It's Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. From the red zone, looking for a man. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The Beavers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. They're setting up the screen. And he will score! Touchdown, Beavers!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Hard-hitting tackle. 70 seconds left, and they line up for this all-important onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.